Let's now take a second Vartikam on the same Sutram Graha Vru Dru Nishchigamascha. Recall that we just read a Vartikam which was Vashiranyo Rupasankhanam on this Sutram 3358. Let's now take a second Vartikam which is stated as Ghanyarthe Ka Vidhanam. Ghanyarthe Ka Vidhanam. This is the Vartikam as it is in the Siddhanta Kaumudi, and it simply says that the affix Ka is prescribed obviously after verbal roots because we are in the adhikara of dhatoho in the same sense as the affix Ghanya. Now what is the sense of the affix Ghanya? We already know that very well. That is given by the two rules 3318 and 3319, which is Bhave and Akartricha Karake Sanyayam, which is the Anuvritti we know goes down from 3318-19 up to 33112. So the affix Ghanya is prescribed in these two senses of Bhave and Akartricha Karake Sanyayam. Now this Vartikam is saying that the affix Ka is prescribed in the same sense, which means that in the sense of Bhave and Akartricha Karake Sanyayam. In this affix Ka, of course, the beginning Kakaraha is a it by Lashakvatadite, and the purpose of this Kakaraha is to stop the Gunadeshaha as per 115 Kiniticha. It also allows us to use rules such as 6498 Gama Hana Jana Khana Ghasam Lopa Kinityanangi. In fact, we will see an example of this very shortly when we derive the form Vignaha. It also allows us to use 6115 and 6116 for the Samprasaranam. It also allows us to use 6464 Ato Lopa Iticha if the verbal root ends in Akaraha, and so on. So all these operations which depend on the Pratyaya being a Kit, they're all facilitated by this affix Ka. So that is the difference between the affix Ka and the affix Ghai. So the affix Ghai is not a Kit, this affix Ka is a Kit, and so it behaves differently for that reason. Otherwise, Anubandha Lope both are Akaraha, but there's a big difference because of the different it letters. Okay, actually in the Mahabhashyam, this Vartikam is stated as Ghanyarthe Ka Vidhanam Stha Sna Pa Vyadhi Hani Yudhyartham, which means that the affix Ka is prescribed in the same sense as the affix Ghai, but only after the verbal roots Stha, which is Shtha Gati Nivrittau in the Bhavadiganaha, Sna, which is Shna Shauche in the Adadiganaha, Pa, which is Papane in the Bhavadiganaha, Vyadha, which is Vyadha Tadane in the Divadiganaha, Han, which is of course Hana Himsagatyoho in the Adadiganaha, and Yudh, which is Yudha Samprahare in the Divadiganaha. But the Siddhanta Kaumudi has given a more general Vartikam as Ghanyarthe Ka Vidhanam. So this affix Ka is seen to be used in the language not only after the verbal roots given in the Mahabhashyam, but after some other verbal roots also. So that is why Siddhanta Kaumudi has kept the Vartikam as a general Vartikam, not limited it to any specific verbal roots. So this Vartikam is based on the Mahabhashyam Vartikam. It has been expanded by the Siddhanta Kaumudi. Let's take a couple of examples here. First one is Vihanyante Asminniti Vignaha, that in which the minds of the doers or the actions are impeded or foiled is Vignaha, meaning a obstacle or an impediment. It is derived from the verbal root Han with the upasargaha Vi. Now we need this Vartikam to prescribe the affix Ka. Without this Vartikam we would not be able to derive this form Vignaha. So the derivation, we begin by adding this affix Ka to this verbal root Han with the upasargaha Vi by this Vartikam Ghanyarthe Ka Vidhanam. And here of course we are using it in the sense of Adhikarane, that in which actions are impeded or foiled. So here we are using the Anuvritti from 3319 Akartricha Karake Sanyayam, and here we are using it Adhikarane. Remove the it letter Kakarasi Sanya by Lashakvatadite Tasya Lopaha, so we get V, Han, and now we use 6498, which is Gama, Hana, Jana, Khana, Ghasam, Lopaha, Kinityanangi, to do the Akara Lopaha, Upadha Akara Lopaha, and we get V, H, N, and then finally we apply 7354 Hohantir Neshu, and we put the Kavarga Ghakara Deshaha in place of the Hakara and get Vigna. We get Sapradivadika Sanya by Krit Samasascha. So without this Vartikam, we would not be able to get this form. We would have to use the affix Ghai, which would not give us the correct form. Let's take a second example here. Ayudhyante Nene Tyayudham. So Ayudhyante Anena Iti Ayudham, derived from the verbal root Yudha, which is Yudha Samprahare, Divadiganaha, with the upasargaha Ang. So that by means of which, using which people fight. So it is an instrument for fighting. So it is a weapon. It's a weapon. You're also using the anuvritti of 3319, which is akartricha karike sanyayam. Here it is karane, the sense of the instrument. In this case, instrument for fighting. So we add this affix ka on the basis of this vartikam. Ghanyarte ka vidhanam. So we have ang yudh ka kakarasit sanya bala shakva tadite tasya lopaha, and then the ending ngakara of ang is sanya bharantyam tasya lopaha, and we get ayudha. And here please note that the gunadesha in place of the ukara of yudh, which would have been done by puganta laghupatasya cha, is stopped by kiniti cha. So we get ayudha, we get the pralmadika sanya by krit tadita samasascha. And this one is used in a neuter gender, so we get the form ayudham as prathama ekvachanam. So this is why this vartikam is important. So we can justify forms such as Vighnaha and Ayudham, which should not have been possible, by using the affix ghai. So we need this affix ka to justify these forms which are seen in the language.